It's at least 1850. That's when they started recording temperatures. Now, the agency says the global surface temperature a little over 62 degrees, which may not seem hot, but more than 2 degrees above the average. Let's bring back in Robert now. We're a little below average right now for this time of year.
We are, and it's important to note that those numbers are globally. Locally, though, when you look at it on a local scale, it was nowhere near a hot July. I think it was
especially compared to last summer.
Yeah, it was the 12th or 13th warmest ever at Drake Field, and in Fort Smith this past July was like 30 or 31 warmest. So that's flat.
Tell that to people this weekend when it's back up 100 degrees again.
Yeah, you are correct there. The warm-up is going to make a return. Our little appetizer of fall is just about over with, and we're going to get back into the real deal, heat and humidity, unfortunately. You can see over the next 5 days how those temperatures really start to warm up. Still below average tomorrow by a good deal, and then we'll be right at average on Thursday, and then we head on the other side of the line, and it looks even warmer than that as we get into early next week. Same thing in Fort Smith, another great day tomorrow, and then the party's over, and the heat humidity really starts to roar back. Now, this is through 5 days. Through 10 days, you can see the Climate Prediction Center saying, yeah, a large part of the country, that heat dome is going to come back with a vengeance, unfortunately. And the darker colors here indicate the amount of confidence. So very strong confidence in above average temperatures over the next 6 to 10 days, unfortunately. Right now, it's absolutely perfect. A very nice day across Poteau and LaFleur County to the east in Harrison. You can see those puffy cumulus clouds, absolutely gorgeous. Sapphire blue skies on this Tuesday evening, where upper 70s and lower 80s are all over the place in northwest Arkansas. Meanwhile, in the River Valley, basically mid-80s. These numbers are still 5 to 10 degrees below average. And you can see all that drier air making its way all the way down through Texarkana and Shreveport, northern Louisiana. A very strong, unusual fall-like cold front came through, and we rarely see dew points this low in August, at least in mid-August, thanks to this area of high pressure overhead that's helping out, keeping everything nice and quiet. You can see as we go through the rest of the night that high pressure continues to build in. It will keep our winds nice and light. Maybe a little bit of morning fog tomorrow morning across northwest Arkansas, but that's about it. Winds will turn around out of the south behind that front, and that's what's going to start to warm us up as we get into the rest of the week. Now, still watching a tropical system as we get toward the eastern Pacific. You can see Hurricane Fernanda with winds of 110 miles an hour, a very strong storm, maybe trying to develop a little bit of an eye there. We'll have to keep an eye on it. Not expected to impact the island of Hawaii. Lows tonight, very comfortable, 50s and 60s, and then highs tomorrow back up into the 80s. Another great day and another below average day. And you can see as we go through the next 5 to 7 days or so, really not that bad for Suhr NWA at the Benton County Fairgrounds. Lots of sunshine, but you can see that heat and humidity really starting to come back with a vengeance. Same thing in the River Valley. Upper 90s and triple-digit heat returns. Unfortunately, summer is not over yet, folks. In terms of the 4-degree, talked about Kibler yesterday outside of Fort Smith. Got it right. Not an exact match, but close enough. That means that LaVonda Staggs of Poteau is going to get the Darby Bybee umbrella. Tomorrow, we're going to take you just outside of Rogers to the lovely town of Avoca for a temperature of 82. Stay with us. We are going to check the sports world on the other side of this break.